Good morning, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday the 4th of July 2019 and I thought I'd jump on really quickly before I go into work just as I've got a couple of minutes and I'm conscious I haven't caught up with you lovely people this week. So I hope you're all well, I hope you're having a lovely week. So the last time I jumped on I did a what I eat in a day video at the weekend and I did my last weigh-in update about this time last week. And when I'd weighed in sort of Monday, not this week, last week, I'd weighed 12 stone 6.5 at home. And I let you know in my last weigh-in update that I had left Slimming World group and that I had joined Slimming World online. And the main reason for that was I just don't have that much time at the moment. I was really struggling to get to group, and with the limited time that I have in the evenings because I work quite long hours, I've chosen to go to the gym instead of going to group. So I now do Zumba on a Tuesday and rather than going to group, and I now weigh in online at home. It's not online. I weigh in at home and then I log my weight online. So in terms of this week, my weekends have been Slimming World friendly and I've stuck to plan and everything, but if I'm totally honest, in the week, due to kind of lack of time and sort of just bits and pieces really, I would say in the week I am more calorie counting than I am doing Slimming World. Not sort of calorie counting mega strictly, but I've downloaded my Fitness Pal, and if I'm having a day where I want to eat a sort of pre-packaged sandwich or I want to eat toast or something like that, to stop me kind of going off the rails and eating a whole loaf of bread or a whole packet of biscuits or something like that, I'm putting it into my Fitness Pal, trying to sort of not exceed more than about 1,500 calories. I'm not being, as I say, I'm not being super strict, but it just keeps me mindful rather than kind of getting stuck into, yeah, a loaf of bread or whatever. If I add it as I eat it into my Fitness Pal, I'm kind of aware of how many calories I'm having, and so far that seems to be working okay. I got on the scales this Monday, and I know you're not supposed to weigh yourself regular, you know, like every day or whatever, but I did weigh myself over last week and the scales didn't move at all. Like, they stayed exactly the same from last Monday through to this Monday. So this Monday I weighed in at 12 stone 6.5 as well. And then I thought, are the scales okay? And I realise that makes me sound like when you're like younger and you give a boy a number and he doesn't call, and it's like, oh, did he lose his phone? Is his phone broken? I know saying that I don't know if the scales are working makes it sound like a massive excuse, but I was just like, I must have had some deviation in my weight over the week. I can't be exactly the same every single day for 7 days. So because I'm now doing Slimming World online and I don't have the, you know, the totally accurate scales when I go to group, I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna invest in some new scales. So I went to Argos on, where are we today, Thursday. I went to Argos on Tuesday and ordered some Weight Watchers, I think they're called Weight Watchers Body Analyzer scales or something. They were at 25 quid and they look at your body fat, like your weight, your body fat, your bone something, and your water and your BMI, I think, something like that. And you know, they're not super expensive, so I'm not saying they're going to be anywhere near as accurate as the ones at group or some of the really expensive ones you can get, but I do think they're going to be more accurate than the ones that I had. And I weighed myself yesterday morning and this morning, and there was deviation in the weights between the 2 days, which makes me more comfortable, because I just feel like your weight does naturally sort of fluctuate over the week, as it should, because you have water and all kinds of what you're eating and exercise and all that kind of stuff. So I feel more comfortable now that I've got slightly more accurate scales. So yeah, moving forward I will continue to weigh in on a Monday. And yeah, on these new scales, and I'll show you what they say. I have been posting more on Instagram over this last week because if I haven't got time to do a video or I just can't record, I tried to record this earlier in the week, and then this guy came and parked his bike right next to my car as I was recording, so I had to abandon. So yeah, if I can't record a video or upload or anything, I am just posting on Instagram. So yeah, if you have sent me a request on Instagram and I haven't accepted, please drop me a little note, either as a comment on here or send me a little message and let me know, because as I've mentioned before, I only accept people on Instagram who are sort of doing a similar sort of weight loss journey and or kind of interested in food or whatever, rather than just anyone. So if you have sent me a request and I haven't accepted, I'm not being rude. I just, if it's not obvious from your page that you're doing a similar thing or you're following me for this reason, then I don't know. So just drop me a little note and then I'll accept you. So yeah, that's me. Moving forward in terms of this week, probably a similar thing really. I've got a big work function tomorrow, this fancy place. We've got like team games in the morning and like a big sort of fancy evening do and stuff like that. So I know we're going to be catered for like lunch and dinner tomorrow, so hopefully the food will be really lovely, but I don't know what will be on the menu yet, but I doubt it will be that on plan. I'm not a massive drinker, but I probably will have a couple of glasses of Prosecco. I just hate having hangovers and I hate losing like a day of my weekend feeling rubbish. So yeah, I prefer to use my calories on food, to be honest, than alcohol, but I probably will have a couple of glasses of bubbles. And I know it's a bit random me doing like sort of a bit of calorie counting and a bit of sort of Slimming World, but the reason for that really is at the weekend I have more time to prepare food, more time to cook, more time to really take I can just take my time with it more, and I can kind of really enjoy what I'm eating. And for me, that really lends itself to Slimming World. Whereas in the week where I don't have that much time, sometimes you know, it just suits me a bit better to be able to grab a sandwich or have like toast with hummus on it, or even just toast and marge, to be honest. And like it just, I don't know, it just takes a bit of the kind of pressure away. And I was getting into a really bad habit of having like what I considered in my house, in my head, to be like kind of good and bad foods, whereas now I feel like all food's kind of fine. I've just got to be conscious of how much of it I'm eating and like making sure I'm still doing my exercise. And so yeah, that's why at the moment Slimming World at the weekend and sort of a bit of calorie counting using my MyFitnessPal in the week is working fine. But you know, that's just me over these few weeks. We'll see how it works. We'll see if these new scales show losses moving forward. When I weighed like yesterday or the day before, the scales are starting to go down, which is great, but we'll see. I want sort of Monday to continue to be my official weigh-in morning, so I'll let you know what the scales say next Monday, and I always post like my weight and stuff on Instagram too. So yeah, sorry this is a bit rambly, I better go to work, but I hope you're all okay. I hope you're having a lovely week. I'll do another what I eat in a day video at the weekend. If you're interested to see what I do eat when I'm doing like a calorie counted day, let me know, but I'll do a Slimming World one at the weekend, probably Sunday I would think, because Saturday I may have a little bit of a hangover, because even a couple of glasses of Prosecco do affect me. I didn't used to get hangovers, but yeah, these days they're not great even if I just have a couple, but we'll see. And I'm hoping to go to the gym at the weekend too. So yeah, I will see you very soon. If you haven't weighed yet, good luck, and if you have weighed, comment below, let me know how you're getting on, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for watching, take care, bye.